So, I heard you want to move to Dubai. Come here. Come here. I need to talk to you about some stuff. Before you make your move, I need to let you know about a few things, okay? Hi, my name is Lady. I moved to Dubai about 2 years ago. And recently, I've been having a bunch of you guys messaging, especially on my Dubai Business Associates video, which I actually made like when I first moved to the UAE, but a lot of questions regarding my experiences in that graduate program, my experiences in Dubai, a few things. So I was like, why not just make this into a Q&A video, especially since I have been missing on YouTube for the past 3 months. Quick introduction about myself. I moved to the UAE, specifically to Abu Dhabi when I was 18 years old to study. And then I studied at NYU Abu Dhabi for 4 years before going on to move to Dubai. So moved from Abu Dhabi to Dubai. So really moved to Dubai only 2 years ago, but I've been in the UAE in total for about 7 years. I love the country. It has been nothing but good to me, okay? There have been a few situations, a few people, specifics. I wanted to test your girl. But in general, I've really enjoyed my experience here. It's safe. I don't feel threatened. I can walk around whenever I want. Nobody can catch these hands in the UAE. People behave themselves here. But it's more than that. And I hope somehow this video can give you a bit more insight as to what it actually means for a random black girl from London to be living in the UAE. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to answer as much as I can. Let's go straight into the DBA questions. So someone asked me, hi, I'm really glad I stumbled upon this video. I haven't applied to the DBA yet, mainly because I'm struggling to create an intro video. Could you please consider making a video on how to create an introduction video covering the steps and tips? That would be super helpful. I was gonna make a more detailed video about how to make a video, but I believe that the trick or the tip to make a strong video for any application, it's all to do with storytelling and highlighting something that hasn't yet been shown on your application. I don't think your video should be you repeating your resume again, and I don't think it should be you repeating your cover letter again. Your video should show your authentic voice, should show that there's a human behind the application. If I was to give like a structural advice, I would treat the video like a story. I would treat the video like a movie. First, start off with a hook, a personal insight or a personal realization as to why the DBA and hook the person in, and then move on to who you are. This could be about 30 seconds, highlighting who you are, what makes you unique, and then I would talk about why the DBA and what do you believe the DBA would allow you to do based on your experiences, and finally a closing sentiment. But again, this is just very generic. I believe your video is going to stand out when you're able to show your personality, you're able to show some energy. You know, you're not just sat down dull. We want to see some energy, some personality. Now, I don't mean you're doing cartwheels around the house, and no, I don't mean that, but just genuinely being yourself and genuinely showing who you are to like the camera. Aisha says, hi, OMG, this was so helpful. Thank you so much for this video. I do have a few questions about what to expect from DBA. Would you be open to making a video along those lines? Of course I would, Aisha. Okay, what to expect from DBA? Wow, I think for me, what I experienced was that it was a great program to clarify what I potentially wanted to do, because coming out of university, I was still so confused as to like what direction I wanted to go in, what career paths I wanted to do. I didn't even know what it meant to have a full-time 9-to-5 job. Like, you know, I didn't know what it meant to work 9-to-5, and therefore I didn't just want to jump into a 9-to-5 without really understanding what I wanted to do exactly in that 9-to-5. Even today, I'm still career pivoting all the time, but what was I gonna say? Okay, but based on what I experienced, I believe you can expect to grow a lot in your own personal journey of like searching for a career, of like understanding career, because it allows you to first take really great classes with PwC and Bond Education and also Capadev, and these are huge institutions within the UAE and specifically in Dubai. Like, taking classes with PwC Academy taught me so much about financial systems, about data projections, about just business fundamentals. I mean, it was insane how much knowledge I learned. And then also we had like lectures about AI, about technology. We had lectures about financial risks from legit advisors and partners working in PwC. We had highly interactive sessions where like companies would come in and they would do activities with us to show us how to be more efficient if we're ever to have a business, how to increase efficiency in our own business, in if you wanted to go into entrepreneurship, how to also like maximize the people that you hire. So the program really just gave incredible insight as to what it meant to own a business and like have a business, and the different things that you might not think about when it comes to opening a business, but you really should. I believe that the majority of people will say that they enjoyed it and they grew from it. And there will also be some people who potentially, you know, they don't really vibe with it as much, but I definitely grew a lot in my knowledge. Another part of the program was the internships and the consulting. And the internship that I did initially was in Expo City, and honestly, initially, I genuinely did not enjoy my internship. I thought I had made a mistake doing the internship that I did, but when I look back at it, I feel like I grew so much from doing that internship, because it was a field I would have never done. Like, it was in sustainability, and it wasn't even the field that stressed me out. It was the traveling from downtown to Expo City every single day, which was about 1 hour, 15 minutes one way and coming back. So that was like a 2 hour, 30-minute journey a day. So you can imagine that was really what stressed me out the most. But I feel like it taught me a lot of resilience. It taught me to appreciate and to be grateful for things more. And then I also had this really unique experience of learning about sustainability during COP28, which was like such an amazing event that happened in the UAE. I mean, we had people all around the world coming to our Expo City. Like, it was like there were people all around the world coming to this event. It was an incredible opportunity to network. I also feel like the DBA program opens a great networking opportunity. You will build such a big network of people, whether it's through events that they host or whether it's through group work. This is such a long answer, but I guess what to expect: growth. What to expect is great internships and consulting projects that will push you in different ways, and also expect to grow your network. Okay. Crazy for you asks, I have watched your application video thrice, not twice, thrice. Thank you. The way you structured your consulting project section was brilliant. Thank you. Okay, I'm trying to follow your lead, but a template would ensure I don't miss the standard you set, big sis. Well, thank you, Crazy for you. I don't have a template, unfortunately. I've never actually thought about making a template because I always thought that the cover letter should be authentic, and if I was to make a template, I think a lot of people would kind of just have the same structure. So I don't know if that, but I will keep it in mind for sure. I don't have a template, but hopefully what I do show in the video can give you some idea of like how to navigate the cover letter. I hope, because right now I don't have a template. I'm so sorry, but I will keep it in consideration. Okay, this is a very good question actually, because everyone wants to know about how to get into the DBA, but no one wants to know what happens after you leave the DBA. So this is a very good question. Okay, so this question comes from Sumili Banjeri 3713. So she said, I have applied for the DBA program this year. I want to ask about your experience after the course, as in, did you get placement in one of their partner companies? How much did this course help you in your career going forward? Really good question. So I did not get a placement in any of the partners I worked with. To be honest, I didn't actually want to work in those companies. And potentially, if I had pushed a little bit, I probably could have secured a place, because you kind of build familiarity with them, and people in Dubai like to hire people that they know. So it was like a direct referral. A lot of people did get, a few people, let me not say a lot, a few people, I would say like 7 people in my cohort got placements in where they had done their placements. I mean, got jobs and where they had done their placements. So yeah, that is a possible route. But I feel like the program really also states on the website that it's not a program that is meant to, or like, it's not a program made to give, you know, you a job after graduation. It's a program that's meant to build your fundamental skills in business, entrepreneurship, and understanding, you know, how to be a young professional. And that was my goal in the program, so that I wanted to learn about what career options are available to me. So to answer your question, no, I didn't. But this course definitely helped me to understand how to break down problems, how to solve things, what consulting even means. Because I had no idea what a consultant did until I did this program. I was like, okay, now I kind of understand what consulting means and what it does, you know? So it definitely allowed me to use those skills, which actually helped me to get a job when I was applying for a few roles, because they would ask you a lot of the time, make a PowerPoint presentation. And I would have to like look at what I was doing in my consulting experience to kind of use that template to make a presentation for the jobs I was applying for. But other people got their jobs through the placement, other people got their job through referrals, and sometimes in Dubai, you just become an entrepreneur. Okay, next question comes from NCIHH. Hello, lady. Thank you for all of the information you put out there. I want to ask where you can connect to the people who are already students at DBA. LinkedIn or somewhere else too. For reference, only if it happens or just for connection, you know? I know. Okay. Also, I don't have a proper active LinkedIn page yet, so will it take my chances down? And I don't have a work experience yet, but started my small business. Whoa, that's... Now, you have a business. That is all the experience you will ever need in this life, okay? Kind of thing earlier, but it's not that good, you know? Oh, okay. I start just running, so should I put that info? Sorry for these many questions. Okay, so I think the best place to find people is on LinkedIn. And I say that, but I say that with caution. Because even me, I get like, I think this year alone, I received about, I would say close to 300 LinkedIn messages. And that's just me, like people messaging about the same thing. And it's always like in the same structure, and some introductions just sound like AI. And I try my best to get to about a third of them, but I just didn't have the capacity to answer every single question. The ones that I do tend to open are people who approach me with authenticity. They are showcasing a mutually beneficial relationship. They're being authentic and they're showcasing their values, and I am more eager to respond to those messages. However, when I was initially in that situation, messaging people on LinkedIn, I would find people who had some kind of interests in line with me. I wasn't just messaging everyone. I was like looking at people's profiles. Maybe we went to the same school. Maybe they knew somebody from my school. Maybe they were from the same country as I was. Maybe they are in a field I want to go into. And then I would make my message tailor around that. So I was making highly subjective messages every time I would send a message on LinkedIn. I wasn't just sending the same message to like a bunch of different people all the time. I don't think that's an effective strategy. And your success rate will probably increase when you start to be highly specific in who you're messaging, because trust me, a lot of people are going to see those messages and be like, here we go again. I can talk about Dubai, my experience, for hours, but I feel like this video is already long enough. If you want a part 2, let me know and I will aim to make another video answering more questions about Dubai and my experience so far. But yeah, I hope I answered a few questions. I am exhausted. I didn't know talking could take up so much energy, but it can. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. I'll see you next week.